So, who's down for a threesome? JK. I mean, like threesome, as in this Leetcode question. So, let's get to it. This is a medium Leetcode. And let's see, what does it say? Given an integer array, return all triplets, nums I, j, and k, such that I is not equal to j is not equal to k, and I is not equal to k. So basically, all the indexes have to be different, and nums I plus j plus k, nums I plus nums j plus nums k equals 0. Okay. Return all the triplets. Okay, so it has at least 3. I'm curious. I want to try something on Python Playground real quick. And that is, does this recognize sets as arrays? Sets. So for example, if I had a, let's call it LST, an array, let's put 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, and then I want to put 1, 1, 2. So first I'm going to print out LST to show you guys that it's going to print out this list as is, right? Now I want to print the set of LST. Unhashable type list. Okay, so it can't be done, or can it be done? What if I do is list1 is list0 equal to list1? False. Okay, so order matters. What if I go set true? So that's what I'm trying to also look at. So you can't set this. You can't turn this into a set because it's unhashable according to this. So the other thing I'm looking at is the 3 items need to somehow cancel out. So I could do an n cubed solution like this. But if we look here, a duplicate set, duplicate triplets. This considers this a duplicate because they're equal. So that means that you can't have a set with equal elements. Is there another place to try it? So Python playground. Python playground on Netifly. Let's try this. Let's copy the exact same thing. Paste it. Run it. Print LST. Oh, boot dev has one. Okay, so well, let's try that. That's awesome. Okay, let's try it. Boot dev is a reliable platform. I actually learned a lot of my backend skills here with Go, Python. I actually learned Python on boot dev. So yeah, anyone that's looking to learn backend programming, definitely check out this platform. It's fantastic. Okay, so 112 print LST. What if I do this? I'm just curious. If I do this and they're exactly the same, right? If I do this, will it then allow me to turn into a set? So run, print LST, print set LST. No, it doesn't. It doesn't let you do that. Okay, what am I at? 9 minutes and 30 seconds. So I spent enough time thinking about it. I was just thinking of different ways I could create sets to distinguish if there's duplicate items with the same. Okay, so let's create an output. This is the final output. And then let's create base set. Oh wait, let me turn on my laundry machine. I gotta dry my clothes. Okay. Man, I need some water too. Okay. So threesome. Let's see if I can brute force it. So 4 I nums. Okay. 4I in range. Zero to nums. And 0 to len nums minus 1. The other one would be $3,000. 3 to 3,000. Okay. For J in range. 0 to len nums minus 1 if J equals I. Continue. If, and then 4K. So basically I'm just gonna follow whatever this is. So 4K in range 0 len nums minus 1 4K in range 0 to len nums if K equals J or K or K equals J. Continue. And then basically if nums I plus nums J plus nums K equals 0. So basically, if all this equals 0, like we do in the conditions, and if it's neither, so these are all unique, then let's get rid of the base set. Let's just go final output dot append I j k. Append ijk is an array. And then return the final output. So it's basically the logic. If it's, I need 3 numbers, I, j, k, within the array. They need to equal 0, so, and they need to be distinct. So if I equals j, continue. So I can't be j, and k can't be I or j. So you continue, if so. And then if it is all distinct and meets the conditions and equals 0, then we add this triplet to the array. Solution set must not contain duplicate triplets. What if I do this? What if I do this? Let's go back to Python Playground. I just want to try something now. I just thought of this. So I started with this list, but I want to actually make a set. I want to create a set. I want to create an empty set, and lst dot add 1 1 1. And let's print lst. I just want to see what's going to come out. Okay, so list.add 111, unhashable list type. So list.add, this is a set now. Create an empty set in Python. Set symbols. You can use set instead. Okay, so this is an empty set. lst set, lst.add, add item to set. Set.add. Can you have a set of array elements in Python? Python does not have built-in support for arrays. Lists can be used instead. So you can have a list of lists, but you can't have a set of lists, or yeah, you can't have a set of lists or a set with a list because Python doesn't support it according to this. That means I should just use lists. How to remove duplicates items from a list in Python. Maybe there's some secret trick I know. ABCCC from keys. Oh, you can turn it into keys. So first let's try it. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort it, then turn it into keys. I guess I can do that. So basically, first I'll run it. There's a pass. For k in range 0 to len nums minus 1. List an int. Len nums minus 1. Oh. Len nums minus 1. Okay. Let's try that. This should work. How does this not work? Nums ijk equals 0. So how would 0, 1, 2 work? Oh, that's why. Because I have to add the values, not the indexes. So this should fix it. Nums ijk. Okay, so ijk. Then I turn them into this. This should fix it. This should work now. What? Fuck? Okay. 101, that's 0. 110, that's 1. Okay, so now I have a bunch of duplicates that equal 0. Can't have any similar indexes, so if j is equal to I, continue. Okay. If k is equal to I, or k is equal to j, continue. Yeah. And then if... So now I think the only thing I have left to do is get rid of any duplicates. So that's what I originally assumed. So I have to now go through each item in the list. For item and final outputs, item dot sort. So I sort each item in the list And now I gotta remove the duplicates. So that's why I was hoping I could just turn it into a set so it removes everything. I want to try something else on Python Playground. What if I turn it into a string? So let's go 1 3 2, right? Then I want to sort it. Okay, I want to sort it. Print LST 1 2 3. I want to typecast it to a string. Str LST, typecast it to a string, and then I want to turn that into a list. Does that work? Does that work? No. Interesting. Okay. List of lists, and I want to remove duplicates. Yeah, dot sort. Oh, you can use iter tools. What's a tuple? Tuple. Ordered sequence of values. Python tuples. Apple, banana, cherry. Unchangeable. Which of these is a tuple? Well, this. Because this one's a dictionary with braces, and then this is just an array, so that would be a tuple. Correct answer, banana, cherry, print. Blend fruits. Print the number of items. Oh, okay, so lend fruits, okay. I'm just curious, okay. I just want to see, items cannot be removed from the tuple. Okay, so true. Okay, cool, so it's unchangeable, that's why. But that doesn't tell me how to get rid of these duplicates. Now that I sorted everything, set list dictionary, unchangeable. Okay, now all the items are sorted, so there'll be a bunch of duplicates is what I'm saying. Now I want to find the unique items. unique items from a list of Python. There's got to be a way. Set, but you can't use set. Ooh, okay, so I could do this. I could do this. So I could do this. Basically, temp equals I could just sort it before I add it. So instead of doing them all at the end, I could do it before I even add it. So it's set. So temp temp equals nums ijk temp dot sort, and then basically if, and it would be final temp. That way I'm doing it all here. If temp not in final output, then you can add it. That way I don't have to sort it at the end. Maybe that's the right way to go. Let's try it. It's worth a try. Okay, so case 1, 2, 3 is not right. Where's it fail? IJK it should add 0, 0, 0. IJK is different. So nums IJ and K, then I sort it. If temp is not in the final output, final out dot append. Final output dot append temp. So that should add 0, 0, 0. Why doesn't it do that? So it'd be 0. Is the first element. Second element is 1, so it'd be j would start 0, it's equal to I, so continue. So j is now equal to 1, k is 0, so that's equal to I, continue. K equals 1, j is equal to j, continue. K equals 2, right? You add everything, it equals 0, so 0 plus 0 plus 0. Then you go temp, nums I, nums j, nums k, so zeros, sort. Let's just go if len nums equals 3. If zero, 1, and 2 equals 0, return 0, 0, oh, return a list of 0, 0, 0. So the output is a temp equals this. Temp.sort. I also want to try this. Num sort list. You get 1, 2, 3. What if I put 0, 0, 0? Okay, yeah, that should work then. I don't get why it's not working. So if it's 0, 0, 0, temp.sort, return temp. Should pass all the test cases now. Yeah, there we go. And it should, because it's passing this, and it's passing this. So run passes all the test cases, and then I just use the test case to guide my solution. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for the compiler. Please, 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 don't take too long for the compiler. Okay, so 207 our thing. Okay, so 111. The answer should be 101. And my output was this. Okay, so this is doing something wrong here that it should be catching it here as well. For I, and 0 to thing, j, I is not equal to j. So let's look at it. I is not equal to j. Okay. If I equals j, continue. Okay. K cannot be I or j. And numbers, I plus numbers j plus numbers k equals 0. And then nums I, nums j, nums k. Then I sort it, so that way I don't get duplicates. Check if it's in the output array. So I don't get why this wouldn't work. What time am I at? It's probably near an hour. Oh, it's only 40 minutes. Okay, but now I'm just going to plug it in ChatGPT, see what's going on. One sec. Something's going on with my screen capture. Okay, so it's still recording, but basically something's going on here. So basically there's an error somewhere here. So it's not catching 0, 0, 0. That was an indicator. Now it's not catching this, where it should. Len nums -1, len nums -1. It skips I and j. So what I'm gonna do is actually delete all this and figure out what's wrong with this code. So the next thing I'm gonna do is ChatGPT it. Let's go to ChatGPT because I want to understand what's going on with my code. So right now I have everything set up, so I'm just wondering what is causing it to not behave properly. And that is going to be the next thing I'm going to check. So I'll take the instructions here, 3-sum Leetcode. It's been attempted, so now I just want to know why. Because all the logic to me makes sense. Maybe I'm missing something small that I didn't catch in my Python playground, but we'll give it a shot here right now. Instructions, paste, and then my code. Boom. Fix my solution. Is correct in logic, but can be improved. Okay, so it is, I guess, sorting. Sort the list first to use the 2-pointer technique. I could do that, but what I want to do first is, that's not what I'm trying to do right now. I'm not trying to optimize. I'm trying to figure out what is wrong. So the logic of mine is correct. If the logic of mine is correct, my current coded solution. Okay, so len nums -1. Why? Oh, len nums -1. It already does that. Oh my gosh. That's why. That is why. Python already within its range function does the -1. So it's actually len1 -2 if you have the -1. In order to get len nums -1, all I have to do is just go to len nums. Then all I have to do is go to len nums here. And all I have to do is go to len nums here. So that way it's, so far the reason why it was not doing it for the first case here was because it never got to the end. That's why. So that is something small, but it should work now with the base test cases, and it should work for the result. Please don't take too long for the compiler. Please don't take too long for the compiler. Please don't take too long for the compiler. Please, please, please. Please. No. It always fucking does this, man. 295 test cases out of 313, but everything was correct. Alright, the reason why I didn't do it is because it what's it called? It's n cubed time, basically. It's a for loop within a for loop, with a for loop going O of n times. So it's O of n times n times n. N cubed, not n squared. So that way, and then also times n cubed times m. So it's O of n times n times n times m. So it's just going to be a really big time complexity. But the logic is correct. The logic is correct. So now that we've seen this, we solved the question, we passed the results, but now we have to meet the time complexity. So we need to figure out how to do this. So what does it do here for this solution? It basically goes num sort the array, result, and then n equals len nums. Okay, cool. They want to use the two-pointer method. So basically I think it's just trying to go each item, and then you just do a for loop to check what's going on. Okay, so we're going to O of n squared. O of n squared. So basically, you have to do a for loop to go through each element in this time complexity, and each element will have left and right going like this to find whether you can get a 0, and if you get that, add it to the final array. You see? It's doing that here. So let's take a look. So let's go. It says sort. But by the way, this is correct. This is a correct solution. It's just not time efficient. This is a brute force way of solving the question. That's just to show you that you can logic your way through, right? 295, 313 test cases. That just means like if the output is exponential, like super high, right? It'll take forever. But if it's a small input, then who cares, right? Who cares? Gets the job done. So num sort. So first we sort out the array. Now what? Result. And then len. So nums equals len nums. N equals len nums. Cool. Now it's for I in range n. I to range n. Because it goes to n minus 1 already. So I in range n is the big, so each element, I want to look at each element in there. And then there's a element within here with the 2 pointers to check left and right. So for I in range n, basically. So now I want to go through each element of the nums array. It says if I is greater than 0 and nums I equals nums I minus 1. Avoid duplicate triplets. Avoid duplicate triplets. Okay. That way if you have like multiple ones in an array or something, because it's all sorted, you skip the possibility of even creating a pair like that. Because you're just going to get a repeat triplet. That's why you're sorting the array, to see where, like let's say it's like the 1 0 1 2 thing, right? If you have -1, -1, you don't need to make the same pairs with the -1. So you're pretty much handling the sorting up front. Continue. Okay, cool. Now it's like left and right. Left is I plus 1, and right is I minus 1. So you keep going. You just find all the combinations. So left is I plus 1. Right is n minus 1. And it just keeps going like this, like this, like this, like this, till it hits the end. So if total equals 0, you add everything. So it says while left is not equal to the right. So while left is less than right, so there's no cross, so you don't get more duplicates. So total nums I, nums left, nums right, I left right. Okay, cool. If the total equals 0, append. Move left and right pointers and skip the duplicates. So if left is right, while left is less than right. Okay, cool. And nums left equals left plus 1. Left plus equals 1. Okay, so if we have the same numbers, we're gonna get the same duplicate because we're anchoring to one I, right? So let's say the numbers 1 and 1 after, right? We don't care what these are. We just want one of those to be paired up because it's a duplicate. Nums right is right minus 1. Right minus equals 1. Otherwise, you just keep incrementing normally. So basically this increments it normally like this. And if you have duplicates, it would go this, this, this. Okay, then increments normally. And then elif total is less than 0. This is if the total equals 0. If it's less than 0, you want to move up because it's sorted. Yeah, total is less than 0. You want to increase, not decrease, because it's less. And then else, that means it's greater than 0, so that means you want to go right minus equals 1. And then you get the result. That way it's O of n squared, and you're taking advantage of the pre-sorted array to use this logic here. So this should work. Invalid syntax, elif total is less than 0, where why is this not valid syntax? Total 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 if elif if while oh, all this is inside. That's why. While if right, and then this should work. The indentation was wrong. Append. Oh, I submitted too soon. Let's try it now. What? Okay, let's just get ChatGPT to correct any of my logic. Oh, total. What did I put? Result dot append total. Show me only the parts that need to be fixed. I already solved it, right? So now I just want to result.append total. Result.append. Oh, so I'm appending the total. So I have to append the actual array values to result. That's what they wanted. Okay. That should work. There we go. 25 milliseconds of runtime. And it should take less time than the other solution we had. Yeah, so beats 45.22. So basically what they did was, instead of, I just went triple loop and it went this, if it's this skip, then it goes every single element, so 1, 2, 3. Then it goes J, 1, 2, 3. If it's I, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then K, if it's I or J, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? But this one's doing this. Go through each element and then create a left and right element. So it goes combo, 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 combo with this one element. Then the next combo, 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 combo. Right? And then that is O of n squared time. So you reduce by a factor of n, which gives you a stronger time complexity, a better time complexity than what we had originally. So as you can see, passes all the tests, passes submission. So that's 2 ways you can solve this problem for 3 sum. So if you like this problem, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment below. Knologist out.